And then I'll work towards that so I can then get bravery, I guess? Don't need to disengage. Like the idea of death blow. We'll go with threaten so I can get bravery afterwards. Oh no. Oh, a key required.
I can't do that.
Has to go on it here to the Korcari Wilds.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I thought you were dead for sure.
Let's see. Hey, I'm not thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Oh, jeez. So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
What did I do? Atlantis hardly united thanks to Loghain.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
What could the Terran to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
You think that Ara would leave us over the Terran?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
I just want to say the danger the Blight poses, right?
You could wait for the Archdemon to make its appearance. I imagine that might be convincing.
It's been centuries since the last Blight. Nobody will take it seriously until it's too late.
Surely there are other allies we could call
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, thanks for everything, Plymouth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think it's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Is this your idea all along?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
Understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
I should have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider.
Expression.
Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch?
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
How are we gonna get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
Oh, the Darkspawn are camped farther in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Make him substitute for Alistair!
Right, my cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
Are you really Flame's daughter?
'Twas
How many
she
points
who
have we lost
raised
in this
me,
conversation
and thus
with
I
her?
consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Just difficult to imagine her.
Young, married, pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
I have no more questions!
Farewell,
Ooh.
Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Oh, Alistair approved +4? Oh, here we go. Wow. Let's see. What are we looking at just now? Level up you. I don't know what we're going for. I'm just gonna get you that straight off. Master Combat Training. Which one do I want to go with? I think it was Taunt, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Although there's anything here. Oh, I need more strength. Oh, level 9. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I was going with Threaten. No, I wasn't. I was going with Taunt. Okay. Where are... I need to find a person I can dump stuff with. Oh, I give you that? Maybe? The clubs. Oh, magic and cold damage. Okay. And you took some of it though, didn't you? The Arrow of Redcliffe, Paragon of Arcane, Operation of the Dalish plans. Reaches a circle. And that is in Redcliffe. I wonder if I can put the world map. Let's have a look. I think I'm okay with the level ups. No, we'll save it. Yes. got a new person. Got Morrigan. See what we can do with her. More exploring. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. For fuck's sake. There. Okay, there's nothing there. Definitely nothing there. I just wanted to have a look over here, but I can't. The world map. How do I? Oh. I can. There. There. I think I might have fucked this up in some way. Shit. Oh, okay, the Lothering. Out there, and I might get a chance. Oh, we use the village to get to the castle, don't we? Oh, are we fighting? Dinner room.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Wasn't it just?
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Bannorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband?
Nope, no he didn't. He really didn't. Hey! Oh, I love that. Okay, okay. Imagine that normal. Wags his tail happily in pants. Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did he?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now?
Oh, Morgan.
Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
I always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Happy bark. I've got to. Always has to have the same name at the moment. Even if it doesn't fit. It's Herlock. Where are we going in here? But I can use things now. I can't go in there, can I? Nothing else to get anyway. Yes, Gary Party and Ventureforth. Lothering. Where we're going. If it lets me?
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10
No.
silvers and you're free to move on.
Just listen to your friend, we're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Henrik. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Toll collectors then.
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing.
We gathered that already.
Do shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones.
Oh yeah, I thought you twisted it.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your Darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Persuade you know the Grey Wardens could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent donation, thank you.
Then take it. do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
They're like, no, we'll part ways for you. There's so many quests added, no. Oh, Sir Henrik. And let's have a look at these things we just got. So, current quests. Oh, got Lothering, Bandits on the Road, deal the bandits taking advantage of travellers. Barricade on the road to Lothering, they're robbing innocent travellers by forcing them to pay a toll. You reveal that you're a Grey Warden, and they let you go, afraid to cross you. This isn't over yet, is it? From the body of a Templar slain by bandits, his corpse has been picked clean of everything save a note in the locket. Perhaps the locket will mean something to someone back in Lothering. Oh god. Multitude of fucking things. Menus. Oh, the gen locks. Wait, what else? I already had a look at that, did I not? Come Darkspawn. Oh, the alphas. In a group of genlocks, there's usually one who's dominant, as the tallest, strongest, and smartest. The kind alphas serve as a sort of commander, directing or ruling the others in combat. Emissaries, most intelligent than alphas, become gifted sorcerers with many abilities akin to blood magic. These are the emissaries. They usually only appear during a blight. Ogre, towering over their darkspawn kin. The massive ogres are a rare sight in battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads, hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report by the Grey Wardens claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Kokari Wilds in 919 Dragon. Though it was weakened and easily dispatched, up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a darkspawn horde any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish front lines of the opposing army. Use brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant that snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him, or beating him into oblivion with the other hand. Nimble can try and wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. 919, one odd aspect ratio. Grey Warden lore urges caution when slaying an ogre, unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart. Is impossible. No, it is possible that they are lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, the most Grey Wardens recommend burning all darkspawn to ashes. Dead ogres in particular. Oh, items? Oh! Oh fuck. Harvard's Aegis. Is it Aegis? No, Havard's. It was Mafrath's closest friend. Chosen together in the same Avar clan. They fought side by side in so many battles that Mafrath dubbed him Havard the Aegis. Better to have a side than any shield. Mafrath brought Havard him to meet the Devinters. It was unthinkable to stand before his enemies without his Aegis. When he understood that Mafrath was giving Andraste over to be executed, Havard unwilling to draw sword against his friend and liege, placed himself between Andraste and Tevinter's soldiers. Tevinters struck him down, and Mafrath left him for dead. The Aegis was not so easily destroyed. Havard lived and made his way, gravely wounded, to the gates of Minrathos. Minrathos? Fucking hell. To stop the execution. Too late, he found only the ashes of the prophet, left to the wind and rain. When his fingers touched the ash, his ears filled with song. He saw a vision of Andraste, dressed in cloth of starlight. She knelt at his side, saying, "Rise, Aegis of the faith. The Maker shall never forget you so long as I remember." His wounds healed instantly, and with new strength, Havard gathered up Andraste's remains, carried them back safely back to the lands of the Alamari. Oh, I have the shield, don't I? Culture and history. Lothering. Here we are. That's where we're now at. Ancient times, Lothering was little more than a trading post that served the fortress of Ostagar to the south. Nowadays it is larger, serving Redcliffe and the community of merchants and surface dwarves near Orzammar. Location on the North Road gives it strategic value. The control of Lothering has historically been a matter of contention between the southern Banorn and the south reach Arling. King Calenad himself stepped in and awarded the town to Southreach in the Exalted Age, which has largely ended the feud, or at least the appearance of it. Characters. Alistair. One good thing about Blight is how it brings people together. Novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Great Wardens, or rescued him, as Alistair would say. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Aemon Roden, Earl of Redcliffe, for a time. Nora, being given a gift of freedom by her forebears, let us not squander it. Only child of the war hero Logain MacTier, Anora has never been one to stay quietly in the background. Common knowledge that in the 5 years Anora and Kaelin held the throne together, she was the one wielding the power. She is held in much higher esteem than her husband by the people of Ferelden, nobility and commoners alike, and commands the respect even of foreign nations, having once inspired Empress Celine of Orlais to declare Anora of Ferelden is a solitary rose among brambles. I fell in battle alongside Duncan at Ostagar. I think it just adds text to the bottom. Ser Cothrian? Some of us know what honour and loyalty are. Cothrian. Came to Logain's service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family and was out doing work on the farm. Oh, is she the one that was like, he told to sound a retreat? The poor family was out doing work on the farm when she saw a man on horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than the great hero Logain. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in, offering her position with his soldiers. They climbed through the ranks through sheer determination, becoming commander of Marik's shield, Logain's elite soldiers. It was the proudest moment of her life. Mabari is clever enough to speak and wise enough to know not to. I found Mabari in the camp of Ostagar. The master was killed in the wilds. Fell ill from biting Darkspawn in battle. Seems to have chosen him as new master. Seeking him out after the battle at Ostagar and the warning of an impending Darkspawn attack. Duncan. Killed in the battle against overwhelming numbers of Darkspawn at Ostagar alongside King Kaelin. Oh, Arl Aemon. Nobility does not exist without obligation. We owe all we have, even our lives, to our land and our people. As a maternal uncle of King Kaelin, Arl Aemon is one of the king's most trusted advisors. Redcliffe, while not a large or especially wealthy part of Ferelden, is a critical strategic location. The fortress guards the western pass that leads to Orlais, as well as the major trade route with Orzammar. A well-respected man, though not the most charismatic, King Kaelin once said of him, "My uncle Aemon is a man everyone thinks well of, when they remember to think of him at all." Plymouth. Required to do nothing lest we'll believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harboured a secret talent for magic, Plymouth of Highever. For a time they lived happily until the arrival of a young poet, Oisin, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the chastened tribes for help and hid from Conobar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Conobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Plymouth's face one final time. Lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conobar killed Oisin and imprisoned Plymouth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Plymouth worked a spell to summon a spirit into the world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination, a twisted, maddened creature. She slaughtered Conobar and all his men and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted stealing men from the chastened to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korkari witches led an army of chastened from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now, the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morgan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Now, is that... Oh, here's the thing I don't like. I don't know if it's new or not, because you have the most awful looking menu for this fucking thing. Characters. So it shows me there's characters, right? So the blue mark on that shows characters. I can't move the list without actually going down the list. So I now can't see if there's any new entries. Fuck you, game. Fucking awful if you got to be. Oh, there's so many little things that annoy me with this game now. Don't let me see these entries when you're going to make it impossible for me to actually pinpoint which ones are the new fucking entries. The only thing I could do was start from the bottom then. Books and songs. History of the Chantry, Chapter 1. First Blight devastated the Tevinter Imperium. Not only had the Darkspawn ravaged the countryside, but Tevinter citizens had to face the fact that their own gods had turned against them. Dumat, the old god, the once known as Dragon of Silence, had risen to silence the world, and despite the frenzied pleas for help, the other old gods did nothing. People of the Imperium began to question their faith, murdering priests and burning temples to punish their gods for not returning to help. In those days, even after the devastation of the First Blight, the Imperium stretched across the known world. Fringed with barbarian tribes, the Imperium was well prepared for invasions and attacks from without. Noting then that the story of its downfall begins from within. People at the far northern and eastern reaches of the Imperium rose up against their powerful overlords in rebellion. Tevinter magisters summoned demons to put down those small rebellions, leaving corpses to burn as examples to all who would dare revolt. The Imperium began to tear itself apart from within. Throngs of angry and disillusioned citizens doing what centuries of opposing armies could not. The magisters were confident in their power, and they could not imagine surviving a blight only to be destroyed by their own subjects. Even after the blight, Tevinter commanded an army larger than that of any other organised nation in Thedas. The army was scattered and its morale dwindling. The ruin of Tevinter was such that the Alamari barbarians, who had spread their clans and holds over the wilderness of the Ferelden Valley, the far southeast edge of the Imperium, saw weakness in the enemy and, after an age of oppression, embarked on a campaign not only to free their own lands, but to bring down mighty Tevinter as well. The leaders of that blessed campaign were the great barbarian warlords Mafarath and his wife Andraste. Dreams and ambitions would change the world forever. Do that, or maybe I... Nope, you still want to bring me that way, don't you? Party approval. One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. You improve your relationship with party members, head back to camp to speak with them. Be much more willing to open up about when you don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings using the orange bar at the bottom of their character records. Why could I not have it? Right, okay, so doing that. Really, I should start from there. Magic and religion should still be at the top. Nope, you fucked me over. Because you're a shitty menu. Gifts, that's probably a new one. Who fucking knows? Find a gift, you can give it to one of your party members by opening the inventory screen, switch to the party member, and selecting the gift using L. In Pressing X, each party member has a favourite type of gift. Certain items are so precious to a particular character that others will refuse the gift outright. Camp is a great place to give gifts because party members are sometimes reluctant to talk about themselves on the open road. Well, we don't have friendly fire, so that's fine. Journal? No. Inventory overload. Numbers in the items in your inventory exceeds its limits. You have two options: clear space in your inventory by destroying, selling, or equipping items. Purchase a backpack to increase your inventory capacity. Until you do one of these, you will not be able to pick up additional items. Locked items? Pick a lock or a key. Ah, fuck knows. I think we'll get that one. Notes. Oh, notes from Sir Henrik. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Oh, yeah, that's the urn, isn't it? Surely one of them must have found Brother Genetivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genetivi holds a key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genetivi lies. I've been to his home in Denerim, found the trail, and I'm amazed that other knights have not done likewise. Unless they have. No, it is best not to get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my reports in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he can complete what I cannot. Okay. Oh, you don't want to speak to me now, do you? Oh, you never did you? Bandit.
So you're a Grey Warden. Dangerous for you to be out in the open, no?
Bandit leader.
Oh, back, are you? I thought we
You
settled things
did,
nice and
but
amicably
I'm
with
just,
your wardens.
you know. Questions answered?
About what? We're just, you know.
Oh, yes,
greeting
greeting travelers.
Actually, it's more refugees here.
Yes, fine. Life's hard all over. Nothing of concern to you Grey Wardens.
You said something about Grey Wardens killing the king.
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Time for your men to leave? I'll go, I'm leaving just now.
Well, enjoy whatever you're doing. Until the Darkspawn come and kill everyone.
Do you reckon, right, our Mabari Hound, with us being as small as we are, we could ride it in the battle? That seems like something that could happen. Maybe. Get a little saddle for it. Our legs would not touch the ground, just saying. I've saved this. I'm gonna try and intimidate him.
Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you wardens.
Time for you and your men to leave.
Ah, shame you feel that way. We're not inclined to give up our spot just yet. Right, gents?
Not me. These refugee types are ripe for the picking.
Shall we settle our difference of opinion now, then?
I see enemies ahead! Get on it. Get off the back. Got it. Now's better than later.
All right.
Oh.
Surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
But you're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
You some soldiers?
What are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Know everything you stolen?
Yes, yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Trying to know authorities?
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me.
You know what? Probably gonna fucking die anyway, so start running, don't come back.
Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
I don't particularly like the Templars either. Eee. Oh no, we killed the bandit dude! Well, ah, fuck off. Fire arrows. Book. No, I think I have a full stack of them. Oh, did that update something? Surrenders you after suffering defeat your hands, you let them go without a warning, you doubt it'll cause animal trouble for lothering for a while. Okay, that's probably gonna come bite me on the ass, isn't it? Guaranteed.